When we measure the success of early human empires, we usually look for stone, specifically massive, enduring monuments built to glorify single, absolute rulers. Early societies in Mesopotamia relied on the destructive power of vast armies and imposing religious architecture to assert their dominance. Around 2500 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization dwarfed its contemporaries, stretching across twice the area of Texas with over 1,400 cities. Yet, across this massive territory, archaeologists found 0 towering palaces, 0 royal statues, and no significant evidence of warfare. This presents a massive archaeological anomaly. How could a society achieve vast scale and longevity without the brutal social hierarchies or the god-kings found in every other empire of its time? The major cities of the Indus Valley, like Mohenjo-Daro, showcase an extreme form of urban planning. Entire neighborhoods were laid out in a strict grid, with streets intersecting at perfect right angles. Inside that grid, builders executed massive domestic engineering projects. They constructed thousands of nearly identical baked brick homes, equipping each one with its own private drinking well and an indoor toilet. This excavated paved street and brick wall shows a level of engineering unique for its era. A clay pipe system connected those private indoor bathrooms directly into a complex underground sewer network spanning the entire city. At the center of the city, where other empires would have placed a massive temple or a royal tomb, the Harappans built the Great Bath, a massive waterproof pool likely used for civic purification. This physical evidence outlines a society that prioritized public sanitation, hygiene, and collective infrastructure over the glorification of a single ruler. Funding citywide sewer systems and massive public works requires immense capital. If the Harappans weren't conquering and looting neighboring lands, where did the money come from? They utilized a 1,400-kilometer coastline studded with estuarine ports. The most prominent was Lothal, a massive warehousing and servicing station excavated right out of the coastal sand. These ports allowed Harappan ships to bypass difficult landlocked routes, establishing a booming maritime trade network straight across the Arabian Sea to Mesopotamia. The Indus people harvested and exported domestic timber, ivory, and marine products, exchanging them for Mesopotamian silver and wool. These are Indus Valley square seals, featuring a pictographic script and a unicorn-like animal. Harappan administrators used them to secure and track international shipments. Archaeologists have found this exact physical proof buried deep inside distant foreign cities. The Indus Valley achieved its superpower status through an economy engineered around robust global maritime trade and cooperative logistics, rather than military plunder. This logistical discipline extended deep into their culture. Across the entire 500,000 square mile territory, they utilized extreme manufacturing standardization, from uniform brick dimensions to universally exact trade weights. Personal wealth was also widely distributed. Sophisticated jewelry, like the heavy bangles seen on this bronze figurine, were commonly worn by average citizens, not hoarded by a royal elite. Their cultural artifacts are highly sophisticated, but favor items of leisure, like clay children's toys with sliding parts and small bird whistles. The combination of identical infrastructure, distributed wealth, and leisure items reveals a stable, egalitarian society governed by administrators and merchants, rather than absolute monarchs. Around 1500 BCE, these highly organized cities were completely abandoned, yet excavations reveal a crucial lack of ash layers, mass graves, or signs of invasion. The evidence points to environmental collapse, catastrophic shifts in river courses, including the drying of the Saraswati, and severe seismic activity destroyed their agricultural lifeblood. Environmental collapse, rather than military defeat, shattered the trade and agricultural networks holding the cities together, forcing the population to disperse into rural life. The Harappans built a vast, wealthy empire of public works and international trade, entirely ignoring the ancient standard of warfare and monumental vanity. The Harappans demonstrate that human progress can be built on civic planning and cooperative trade, rather than the rigid, brutal hierarchies seen elsewhere in the ancient world.